It sounds like the short covering was a huge driver.
It was, yeah. Great to be on. Big fan of the show, Melissa. Thanks for having me. There was a lot of short covering going on. I know a lot of people talked about Amazon being the catalyst, but a lot of that Amazon news was out about a week ago. So what I think happened with this big move is you did have a significant amount of shorts, and then you may have got a whiff of that Amazon news, you may have got a whiff of the Tether news, and all of a sudden it created this big short squeeze on a Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening when the market's a little more or a little less liquid.
So where do you think Bitcoin goes from here? I mean, it was a bounce. It didn't hold 40. So now what?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm, no surprise here. I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. I mean, the real game here is whether or not it is going to be adopted as an institutional asset. And I don't see anything that has changed my mind on that. And then the secondary part, which is the tailwind, is whether or not central banks and the Federal Reserve are going to tighten monetary policy or continuing printing. And by my score, I don't see how they cannot continue to print.
Hey, BK, it's Karen. Let me ask you, we've been following this GBTC, the Bitcoin Trust, which went from a big discount to a very big premium just today. What was that all about?
So that's probably to me, that's the biggest news that we've had in crypto in the last week or so. So what happened was JP Morgan announced that they're going to allow their financial advisors to buy GBTC, and also Osprey has a product very similar to that. And so what happens is, this has been a drag on Bitcoin because that discount, when people were first getting into it, they were trading at a premium. So they buy Bitcoin, they put it into the GBTC, and they wait 6 months and hope they get a bit of an arbitrage on that. When it's at a discount, nobody wants to do that. When it's at a premium, people will buy Bitcoin. So this creates demand for Bitcoin just on that arbitrage between spot Bitcoin and the price of GBTC. And if JP Morgan's financial advisors are successful, that'll create more flow into GBTC.
Hey, Beeks, it's Dan. So we call you the Bitcoin baller, but you're also an Ethereum enthusiast here. Talk to us about this range, man. Over the last month, Ethereum topped out a month ago, basically, or a few weeks ago, where it topped out today, and it bottomed out. You see a double bottom here. Are we just stuck in a range here? We know there's a couple catalysts. Talk to us about those catalysts this summer and later on in the year.
Yeah, so I'm actually fairly bullish on Ethereum. The biggest thing that's happening to Ethereum is it's an upgrade. It's called EIP 1559 for those tech-savvy folks that want to look at it. But basically what it does is it switches the algorithm from a proof of work to a proof of stake. So it uses less electricity to mine. But the more important thing is they're actually changing their monetary policy. So Ethereum actually could be a deflationary currency. And in terms of cryptocurrencies, deflationary in terms of cap supply is generally good for price. And so you've got everything in the world that is built on Ethereum, DeFi, NFTs, all of that, plus a new monetary policy coming up, plus potentially tailwinds from just adoption of this as an asset class. And to me, that looks pretty good for Ethereum.
BK, thanks for calling in.
Yeah, my pleasure. Great to chat.